it's wonderful to have you here. You've been here for the entire festival. What a luxury for us. And we spoke about your role as jury president for quite some time already. But what I want to know today from you is, how did you experience the festival? How was it for you?
It's funny because as part of the jury, I think I mentioned this earlier too, you're watching films from the standpoint, from the viewpoint of, as a critic, you know? And I had to tell myself that, you know, you need to watch this with the purpose of enjoying them too. And going through the jury process was one thing, and it was busy, we had lots of meetings. But coming to the festival and seeing the films was special because it was total entertainment. And it was great seeing different actors and people around, and you feel like you know them a little bit, like this deja vu, because you feel they're familiar faces and you don't always make the connection. And so as you make the connection, they feel familiar to you, you talk to them, and it's just a great feeling, you know, it's a great community. And it was fun, I got to bring my family with me too, and it was amazing.
Thank you. And we just saw your daughter and your son, Dakota and Dylan, so that was pretty cool. But what did you do at the festival? So we know you were at, what was it, at the Taunus. Tell us a little bit, where did you go? What did you do?
We came a little bit early too. I graduated high school in Frankfurt, way back when. I lived here for about 5 years. And my German isn't so good, and my French isn't so good, and I mixed them together, and so it's just horrible. But in terms of the festival and being in Oberursel, I was able to, since we came a little bit early, we were able to explore, and we were able to go to, you know, some of the screenings, you know, and have the kids participate in the kids program as well, which was fun. And mornings at the hotel, tired, walking like a zombie, and the breakfast, the amazing breakfast. I told my family the breakfast here is top notch. And getting to talk to filmmakers, you know, like for me it was getting to talk to filmmakers, even the hotel staff, just people, you know, fans of film. And for me, that was like the very big part of it, because film is something that's important and should be cherished. There's lots of things out there that are making what we do more challenging. And making what we do more efficient in some ways too. But we just have to remember that as filmmakers, we're part of a community, and we should help each other whenever we can and talk to each other and figure out ways to collaborate and help progress the art form.
Thank you so much. What was if you had to decide from everything that you saw, what was your favorite moment? What do you think?
I think my favorite moment was the gala, you know? Yeah, it was the gala. It was something at a new location, which was fresh. And I think that the choice for the film was very courageous as well, the opening film. And I was watching the film with my family in the bed. We were watching it, and my son whispered to me, "This is the most funny film I've ever seen in my life," you know? And Dakota's cracking up and stuff. And it kind of reminded me of the importance of film, right? Because we have big TVs at our houses, we have surround sound, we have all these things that make watching films at home convenient and fun. But I saw the movie already, I saw a lot of these movies already, but seeing them on the big screen is still amazing, it's the best, you know? And seeing, I'm gonna mess up the name, Marsupilami, yeah, Marsupilami. Seeing it on the big screen was amazing, and the venue was great. And I was just thinking to myself that there's 3 Burgermeisters in the crowd, all these people, you know, we're watching this film and laughing our butts off. There's a guy in the sunroof with no pants on and airbags and all this craziness going on, and everyone's having a blast, you know, and just seeing that. And there's nothing like watching a movie with people around you, is the kind of energy, you know, and it's worth it to go to the theater, buy the tickets, put up with people eating popcorn and stuff, and doing it because it's something that's special.
How was How was the taxi service? I heard the taxi service was special too.
Yo. So here's a story. It's a side mission that we went on. We were in Frankfurt with my friend Nicholas, a great tour guide, by the way. I played football with him. And we were, as you guys know, I'm sure, the training system in Germany right now isn't the best. There's a few delays sometimes, you know? And so we were coming back, we were at the Hauptwache, we were at the Xylem and Romerplatz and stuff. And so we were coming back and we gotta get back, you know? We're at the train station, trains are changing, times are changing. We're like, we gotta get there, and they keep pushing the chains back and blah, blah, blah. And so Nicholas, he finds us a train that goes to Kronenberg Bahnhof. And then from there you have to take a bus. I was like, scheiße, it's like, you know, like it was over 20 minutes to get there, and then from the bus from there to Oberhausen, Rushmore Park was another 25, 27 minutes. We're gonna be very late. And so we rush, we get there, we're at the train station, we're walking out. Where's the bus station? Where's the bus station? There's the bus station, you know, we go to the bus station. And then we're like, waiting, where's the bus, you know? Listen, where's the bus? And then I look, oh my gosh, I see this amazing car, which I love, and this amazing person who I love, driving down the street. I'm like, what? Hey, I'm like waving. I don't know if you saw me before I waved. You didn't even see me wave. She saw me, and I saw her, and I saw that needed to happen. You know, and she pulled into the bus stop, and she's like, I don't have room for everybody, but some people can go. And I'm like, you can take the family, and my wife was like, we can squeeze in. And so there's only 2 seats in the back, so we piled in. We jumped in the car, and as we were packing, I put the backpack in the trunk, and she's like, we gotta go, schneller. I'm mixing French with German. And then the bus is coming, you know, like, oh no, we're in the bus lane, you know, it was like Formula One. It's the pit stop, we got to jump in the car and go. And so that's what we did, and it was one of those things, because we could have got on 3 or 4 different trains, you know, to get there, and she could have went 1 or 2 different ways, the timing, everything, but everything converged for her to pick us up. And it was just amazing. That's the magic, I think, of just this festival, the people that are here. And yeah, it was just an adventure. It was cool.
And for those of you who were wondering how this happened, I was in Bad Soden at Casablanca, so I had no idea that they were there. It was totally coincidental. And yes, I think you're right. Everything came together very well. Okay, so one last question. Or I would actually, maybe it's not even a question. I would like you to tell us the story, because now that we have you here, we have several mayors that kept saying, Ojl goes Hollywood or Taunus goes Hollywood. And since we have you here from Hollywood, and I know you work with many talents like Jennifer Garner, but also others, I know you have a very funny celebrity story. So my question is, when you were shooting with Jamie Foxx, how did you get trapped in his massage chair? I'm sorry.
I tell her things that are supposed to be between us, and I'm embarrassing myself in front of everybody. No, I was at his house. I show up at his house, and the first thing, this is the image, you know, like imagine like it's a film. You roll up to this mansion, and you see this. He could have been a gangster because he had this Don. He's there in a tracksuit. And he's got these 2 giant dogs with spikes collars, you know, they're just sitting there looking at me, like just, there's a Rolls Royce behind him, like it's just perfect. I wish I had a camera, you know, I pull up, and he's like, come. I'm like, cool, like, yo, I'm Digby, we introduce ourselves, dap each other up, and he's like teaching me how to give them commands, you know, which is cool. So yeah, we hit it off, it was cool. And so, we're setting up, and my crew's outside. We're shooting by his pool in the backyard, and I'm inside with him. We're talking, shooting the, you know, just chilling. And he's like, "Yo, dude, you gotta check out my massage chair. It'll change your life. It's amazing. You'll love it." And I'm like, "Cool. It looks like Star Trek or Star Wars. Like this is a Ferrari or something. And like it wraps around you. You can't like it covers your legs. It covers your arm. It covers your legs and your arms." And it's just like, ooh, this feels really amazing, you know? And he's talking to me, and he's like, yeah, hit this button and do this button, and I'm like, this is really good. I gotta get one of these. How much is it? It's like $8,000. Like, oh, I'll come to your house. I'll use yours. You know? It's too expensive. And so then he gets called away, and I'm still in the chair. And then like my DP comes, like, we're ready. I'm like, I can't get out because it locks around you. You know, I'm stuck. And so I have to go through this whole program aside before I can get outside. And we're losing, you know, the light's going down, the things are changing, like you gotta do things on schedule, as you filmmakers know. And for a stressful moment, I was relaxed and stressed at the same time. And finally, it's over. I'm like sad that it's over, but glad that I can shoot. And yeah, I got stuck in this massage chair.